Welcome to the Biology of Meaning miniseries. Episode 1 explores the paradigm of complexity and the search for meaning. From the body machine to the body with meaning. For centuries, medicine taught us that the body is a machine, illness is a malfunction, and symptoms are errors to be silenced. But what if the body weren't malfunctioning? What if it were trying to adapt? This is where the biology of meaning is born. The paradigm shift. The 20th century marked a profound break in science. Key authors began to show that reality is not linear, life is not predictable, and the whole is more than the sum of its parts. Thomas Kuhn spoke of paradigm shifts. When a model no longer explains reality, another must emerge. Fritjof Capra demonstrated that living systems are networks, dynamic and relational. Edgar Morin introduced complex thinking. Integrating without reducing, understanding without fragmenting, and uniting body, mind, society and culture. Ivan Illich denounces a medicine that medicalizes life, produces dependency, and generates more harm than health. In this new framework, illness ceases to be merely biological and becomes biographical, relational, and existential. Michel Foucault, Biopolitics and the Medicalization of Life. Michel Foucault showed us something uncomfortable yet fundamental. Medicine is not neutral. Medical knowledge is also a form of power. With the concept of biopolitics, Foucault explains how bodies are regulated, populations are normalized, and health becomes a matter of social control. Diagnostic thresholds, protocols, classifications, statistics. These are not just science, they are instruments of power. In this framework, normality is imposed, difference is pathologized, and life is managed. The biology of meaning breaks with this logic because it does not govern the body, it listens to it. Jamie Braille, Critical Epidemiology and Social Determination. From Latin America, Jamie Braille denounces another blind spot of the hegemonic model, the reduction of illness to the individual. Braille introduces the social determination of health, showing that the symptom does not originate solely in the body. Illness is also political. Suffering is produced in unequal systems. Precarity, violence, overexertion, silencing, exploitation. All of this is inscribed on the body. The biology of meaning does not deny the biological, but neither does it disconnect the body from the world. Here it aligns with Morin's complex thought. The biological, the psychic, the social, and the cultural are codetermined. Feminist current, the body as medical territory. Feminist thought has been one of the most lucid critiques of the modern medical system. Key authors. Barbara Ehrenreich and Deirdre English denounced the medicalization of the female body and the delegitimization of women's knowledge. Silvia Federici showed how the control of the female body was central to the construction of modern capitalism. Judith Butler questioned the normalization of bodies and the pathologization of what does not fit. Françoise Héritier demonstrated how sexual difference was translated into hierarchy and control. Gynecology, obstetrics, psychiatry, and endocrinology have historically treated the female body as defective, unstable, and dangerous. The biology of meaning and Pharaoh engage with this critique because they restore agency, recognize experience, and re-establish dignity. Integration with complex thinking. Morin warns us. An intelligence that fragments destroys understanding. Here we find Foucault, power, Braille, social determination, feminism, body and oppression, biology of meaning, adaptation, Pharaoh, ethics of care. Not to ideologize clinical practice, but to humanize it. Pharaoh quote, "When power does not listen to the body speaks through symptoms." Pharaoh learning. Illness is not only biological, it is also historical, social, and political. Understanding the symptom requires complexity. Birth of the biology of meaning. The biology of meaning arises from a radical question. What if symptoms had an adaptive biological meaning? It is not positive psychology, magical thinking, or naive spiritualization. It is a clinical and philosophical reading of the living body. Here converge complexity, Morin, coherent biology, Hamer, the integration of levels, Wilbur, the symbolic gaze, Jung, and the ethics of human care. From the body machine to the body with meaning. In the old model, it is corrected, inhibited, replaced. In the biology of meaning, it is listened to, understood, and accompanied. The symptom is not the problem. The symptom is the organism's language when there was no other way out. Bridge to Pharaoh. The Pharaoh method is born from this epistemological revolution. It integrates biology of meaning, German New Medicine, depth psychology, traditional Chinese medicine, medical Taoism, and a nonviolent clinical ethic. Pharaoh does not fight against the body. Pharaoh walks with it. Final Pharaoh learning. When science stops fragmenting life, the symptom ceases to be an enemy and becomes a message. Final Pharaoh phrase. Life doesn't make mistakes. It adapts. This series is for you if you sense that the current medical model is insufficient, you feel there is coherence behind the symptom, you seek a medicine with meaning, awareness, and ethics. This is biology of meaning. And this is just the beginning. Until next time, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. Share this video to raise collective awareness. Follow our biology of meaning training. Educate yourself with science and awareness because in health, knowledge is not neutral, it's vital.